Hi everyone. Good morning. Here in Toronto, Canada. I'm with Vairocana, Canada, and Dr. Nita asked me to lead the Nejang class today on Guru Rinpoche Day. This is my first time doing Facebook Live, so yes, so welcome. And I'm not sure what level everyone is at, so I'm going to do it very slowly and basic. And so each day we will build up. So Dr. Nita said just do maybe half an hour a day. And so I'm going to show you today the 9.9 for purification breathing. And if we have time, some of the Nejang exercises. So I think people who've been doing this know what the 9 breath purification breathing is, especially when they do Dr. Nita's practice, when they do retreats, and it's part of the first things we do to clean our 3 channels. So I have a picture here. This is our, pretend this is our body, and if you see inside there are 3 channels. The central channel is blue in color, and then the left channel is white in color, and the right channel is red in color. So these are the what they call the 3 queen channels, and each channel has is responsible for like 24, I think, thousand knots or channels, because our body, when we're born, we are born with 72,000 channels, and each one help us function. So we will be cleaning these for the first exercise. And in order to clean our channels, the best way to do so is to be in this ideal posture. They call this the 7-point posture of Vairocana, and we'll go through them very slowly. And the first step is to get into a cross-legged posture. So I know most of us, we don't really sit in lotus position, so it might be a little difficult. I know the first time I did it, I couldn't do it, so it actually does take practice, and eventually you will get flexible. So to get into posture, if you haven't tried it, it might be hard. So it looks like this, if you can see. If this is hard, this is called a full lotus. We can go into a half lotus, which means you just put one leg on top of the other, like so. Or the other leg, whichever, because some people are flexible on one side or the other. If this is also difficult, you can do like open vajra, which is just placing both legs on the floor. And if that's also difficult, you can do it in seated, but also just cross your ankle. That's the most important thing. And the reason why we cross our legs is to control one of the 5 winds. By doing this Vairocana posture, we actually control the 5 winds. And you're wondering, what are these 5 winds? I will explain. So the cross-legged posture, I hope that's not backwards, but it helps with controlling the descending wind, or tukzelung. So I don't know if you can see it like that. I'll put it right there. And so I will get into lotus. It's like this. I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's it. And then the second point of the 7-point Vairocana posture is to keep your spine straight. And what a visualization or a metaphor would be, imagine your spine like a stack of golden coins. So if you imagine your spine like a stack of golden coins, it will help you remember to keep your spine straight. And the purpose of that is to, of course, because of our channels, we want to flow nicely, so we want to help it by keeping our posture straight. And that helps with the next wind, which is the fire accompanying wind, or the menam lung, and it's located in the navel chakra. So keeping our spine straight facilitates the flow of the wind. the next one is point of the 7-point Vairocana posture is the Vajra fist. And Vajra, it means indestructible. So we want to create an indestructible energy. And the reason, how we do that is to place our thumbs on our ring finger, like so, and then close the fist, like so. And the reason why you put our thumb on the ring finger, in Tibetan medicine, this is a chant, like they call it La energy, it's like our life force energy, and it can have a tendency of escaping, or negative energy can come through. So by placing our thumbs there, it helps us protect this energy. And once we do that, we place the back of our hands on each side of our thighs. So what it does is to block the left and right channels. You see here, the left and right channels, how he does it. And what that does is it encourages the wind to go through our central channels. As the Tibetan Buddhism, they believe the path to enlightenment is through the central channel, and we want to do everything we can to help that. Okay, so that also helps with the descending wind. Okay, so when we push in, what happens is we straighten our spines even more, and we have a good structure. So the next one, number 4, point number 4 of the 7-point Vairocana posture is where we place our tongue. So we place our tongue just above the, on the palate, close to the teeth. And what that does is to help balance the life-sustaining wind. So that's the Dzogchen Lung, the life-sustaining wind, and it's located in our head, like so. I hope you can see that. Okay, and also in Chinese medicine, like the tongue, it creates a circuit between the Zhen and the Du meridians, so you have a circuit going. And then number 5, the point number 5, is that when we push our arms from the Vajra fist, we straighten our arms, and it creates what they call an eagle wings, like an eagle wings. And what that does, it balances the all-pervasive wind. And where's that? The all-pervasive wind is in the heart. The all-pervasive wind. Kyap chit lun. Okay? And that's over here. And now we're getting almost to the 7 points, and we're getting very straight. So number 7 is where we place our eyes. Sorry, we're not on number 7 yet. Number 6, we tuck our head down. So we call this like a swan neck. So when we tuck our head down, we notice to create a straightening in the spine. And what that does, it controls and balances the ascending wind, which is this one, is the Yan Long, and it's located in our throat. So the ascending wind, each wind controls the area of the body, and you can find out more information on Dr. Nita's book, Nejang. And Nejang is the practice we're doing, we will be doing every day. And this is just an introduction to the first practice we do. And Nye means points or places, and Jang is work, or yes, the yoga. And if you want to know what the places and points mean, Dr. Nita has another book called the Soarika Points. It'll describe to you in more detail what each point would do, and also his book on Tibetan Book of Health. Okay, so we got the 7-point going, we have the Vajra fist, and we stay in this posture. This is called the 7-point Vairocana posture. And in this posture, we take in deep breaths in and out to start. By breathing deeply, we calm our minds and body. So you can adjust, check in with yourselves, check in your neck, check in your hands, just see how straight you are, check the stack of golden coins, your ego wings, your swan neck, your tongue, and your eye gaze. Your eyes should not be fully closed, it should be half open or just gazing past your nose. Breathing in and out. So after this, after having done this, the next step is the twofold emptiness. And what that means is exactly what this image is. We imagine ourselves as a luminescent shell. So imagine that you have a luminescent body that has nothing inside. There's no eyes, no nose, just a shell. No organs, just a shell. Like Dr. Nita says, if there's no liver, there will be no liver disease. So imagine yourself as a luminescent shell, clear and bright. That's the first fold. The second fold is visualizing inside your body. There are 3 queen channels. The central channel, which is blue in color, starting from the top of your head all the way down to your perineum. So this blue line should actually go straight past here to the perineum. And it's blue in color, it's about the width of your thumb, and it's luminescent blue. So the left and right channels actually begin from your nostrils all around, all the way up to the crown of your head, parallel to the central channel, going down and connecting 4 fingers below the navel. Okay, so visualize that. If you have trouble visualization your first time, just imagine, feel it. You want to feel the... It's okay if you can't read. I read the text. Feel the channels in your body. Okay, yes. And breathe in and out, in and out, visualizing the twofold emptiness. Okay. Maybe next time I should print it backwards, then it will read properly. Okay, so we're in the 7-point Vairocana posture, breathing in and out. Imagine that the breath coming in is from the universe, it's clean air, and what's coming out is all that is unnecessary, like clean, like dirty air, because you're breathing out all the like bad stuff and dirty stuff. Okay, so after the twofold emptiness, we will begin the actual practice of the 9 breath purification breathing. So to do that, we will breathe out completely, still visualizing the twofold emptiness. Place your left hand to your left nostril and breathe in rainbow light. Breathing in rainbow light, you visualize the breath going down the right channel. Hold your breath. Visualize it going through the other channel. Hold the nose and exhale red smoke. Inhale rainbow light. Breathing down the left channel, going down, down, down. Hold the breath. Visualize it crossing to the right channel, going up, cleaning, 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 and exhale white smoke. Now place both hands down And we're going to clean all 3 channels. Inhale, rainbow lights going in both nostrils, cleaning all 3 channels, going down. Crisscross the channels, going up. And exhale, blue smoke. And we repeat this again. So bring your finger to your left nostril. Inhale, rainbow light. We're cleaning the right channel. So the right channel is red in color. So cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. Hold the breath as they move to the left side, going up the channel. And exhale, red smoke. Inhale, rainbow light, cleaning the left channel, which is white in color. Visualize it going down your channel. Hold the breath as it crisscross and cross to the other side to the right channel. And exhale, white smoke. And cleaning all 3 channels. Inhale, rainbow light. Going down on each channel, crisscross each other, visualize that, going up the channels again, and exhale, blue smoke. Generally, we do this exercise 3 times, so therefore those 9 breaths, but you can do this as many as you need to. Inhale, rainbow light. Hold the breath. Exhale, red smoke. Inhale, rainbow light. Hold the breath. Exhale, white smoke. And inhale, rainbow light. Visualizing going down all the channels. Hold the breath, watch it crisscross going up. And exhale, blue smoke. So why do we clean the 3 channels? Each of the channels are related to a emotion. They are related to, first of all, energy. So the central channel is called the Uma, and it is related to, it's neutral in energy. It's blue in color. The emotions attached to this central channel is desire and attachment. And so when we do the breathing, we are cleaning or balancing desire and attachment in the blue channel. And the humor or the element that it is involved in is the wind. And if you want to have a visualization of what animal it could be, you can imagine roosters. So when we're breathing out, when we're doing both hands, we can visualize roosters coming out of our nose, for example. That's if you're very visual. So when we first do the breathing on the red channel, that's the first one we're doing, we're actually cleaning the emotions, anger and aversion. So we're balancing anger and emotion, aversion. We're balancing the solar side. We're balancing the element fire. We're balancing the humor bile. And if you want a visualization, so when we're breathing in, we're holding our breaths, and then we exhale the red smoke. You can also visualize the little red snakes coming out of your nose, if you're that visual person. If not, you can just imagine red smoke. You can imagine that you're balancing the anger, you're balancing your humor, the bile, the fire element, and the solar energy. And on the left side, when we're breathing in the rainbow light on this side, we're actually balancing the lunar energy, the emotion ignorance and delusion, the humor phlegm, the elements. Phlegm is composed of 2 elements, water and earth. So we're balancing water and earth. And if you want a visualization, so when we're breathing in through the left side, holding the breath, and then exhaling the white smoke, where you can visualize little pigs running out of your nose, because pigs, I'm sorry, I love pigs, they're my favorite animals, but they're known to have no discernment. They eat anything and they're always happy, so ignorance is the representation of the piglets. And snakes, they're not bad. I'm a snake, and they're just a representation of anger and aversion. So when we're doing the breathing, we can visualize balancing each and every one of them. And so instead of doing everything, you can, if you get better at this. To begin with, you can focus on balancing one thing at a time. Okay? So we'll be doing this each day. So as we're doing this together, then I'll say a little bit more. So I'm going to take these stickers off because people are saying they can't read it anyways, and I look a little silly with them. So after doing the 9 breath purification breathing, you may want to stay in the posture after doing it, just to see the effects of your breathing, to see how your queen channels have been cleansed. If you feel like you need to do more, then just keep going, doing the 3 sets. The next exercise I would like to share with you, it's called the Vajra chanting, or Vajra breathing. And what that means is that we imagine the Om Ahom, because when we're doing by ourselves, we can't be chanting and breathing at the same time. So we want to stay in this posture. We can visualize our channels if you want, or just visualize our empty body. And when we breathe in, we're going to breathe in the white Om. So visualize the white Om. I wish I had the, oh yeah, you can. The symbols. Next time I'll print them backwards and you can see them. So visualize the white Om, or just the sound of Om as you breathe in. And then when you're holding your breath, you're going to visualize the red Ah, or just visualize or feel the sound Ah. And this Ah fills your body with the red light as you're holding your breath. And then when you exhale, you're going to exhale the blue Hong. So you're going to exhale blue light or blue smoke. And this is the Vajra breathing practice. We'll do this together. So as you're breathing in, usually the Om is about 4 breaths. The Ah, when you begin, you start with 3 breaths holding. And when you exhale, I believe, 4 breaths. 4 breaths. And then the Ah increases each time as we breathe. So to help you, I'm going to do the Om sound. I'm going to say the Om and the Ah and the Hong. I'm going to do the chanting, and you're just going to breathe in. So when I say Om, you're going to breathe in white light, and when I say Ah, you're going to hold your breath, visualize the red light expanding in your body, and when I say Hong, you're going to exhale blue light. So please don't chant with me, just do the breathing, okay? So Om is white, Ah, hold the breath, red, and Hong, exhale blue. I hope everyone got the instructions, and then we will begin. So exhale everything completely. Om. Hold your breath. Ah. And exhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Hold your breath. And exhale. Om. Inhale, white light. Om. Hold your breath and visualize the red light expanding in you. Ah. And exhale, blue Hong. Now stay in the posture and stay in your body. Breathe normally. Feel the effects of your work. Okay, good. Do you guys have any questions? This is like my first time on Facebook Live. I wish I can see you so I can monitor, I can touch you and guide you, but this is very interesting. I feel like talking to myself here. Everyone's good? Okay, I'm just gonna check the time. I hope we didn't go overboard. Do you know what time it is? Okay, we're good. Okay, wonderful. So we have time for one Nejang exercise, and according to Dr. Nita, if there's only one exercise you do of the 24 exercise, he recommends the last one. So the last one is oh yeah, I keep forgetting you can't see the pictures. The last one is number 24. There's no particular name for these. Some of them have very interesting names, like the tiger vomiting, which is number 23. I mean, is it 23? Yeah, it's 23. It's one of my favorites. But this one just is called 24. And so the Nejang exercise, when I tell you, it's done like when we do retreats. So when I do my retreats, I would do this the first thing before I do any of the practices, just to get my channels clean, my body ready to go and do all the meditation and chanting. And another way to do it, like you would do all 24 exercises at the first thing in the morning or whenever you can. The Tibetan doctors, what they would do is they would check your pulse, they would check the patient, and depending on what the conditions they have, they would prescribe the exercises to them. So they would say, okay, for you, you would do number 2, 7, and 9 whenever and 3 times a day or something like that. And so these are very, very effective. They're amazing. They're great. I love them. And also for spiritual practice, because they're 24 exercises, they're actually 24 sacred sites, so they also develop your spiritual practice. And in the book it will tell you exactly which pure lands you're actually purifying when you're doing each of the exercises. So I'm just going to share with you how to do the number 24. It helps, the benefits of this exercise, it helps this release the stiffness in the channels and the blockages of the winds. And it opens up all the pervasive wind. Remember, the pervasive wind is located in the heart, and it circulates the blood, wind energy, and facilitate the ease of motion in the whole body. So when I do this personally, I like to do it all in one breath, and that may take practice. It's doable, and to I guess do it successfully, you gotta have a good breath retention. But I know if some people here may be the first time, so it may not be possible to do it in one breath. So I'll do this in steps, first of all, and then in the end we'll do it all breath, and you can practice on your own until tomorrow when we continue, or just and so on. So to do this, we either stay in the posture. Oh, actually, I have to teach you how to breathe, how to hold the breath. So each of the exercises, so we have to back up a bit. I'm so sorry, I got excited. So to do these postures, what we have to do is to retain our breath. And the reason why we retain our breath is to help actually open more subtle blockages in our body. So I have to go back. And how we do is that when we inhale, we visualize that we inhale down the channels all through to 4 fingers below the navel. So let's all imagine that we have a vase. There's a nice picture in here somewhere. I should have earmarked it, but for tomorrow it's okay. So imagine that you have a vase below where your belly button is and below. So think of it as like a vase or a vase, depending on what country or what language you speak. All English. When you inhale, you're going to inhale the breath down to the vase, and once you have completely inhaled, you want to kind of keep the breath down, and lift your lower gate. Some people call it lower gate. Some people it's just lift your anus. So basically, you create a little pressure vase or ball right here. Okay. And what we can do now is let's do a little practice. It's called like half vase breathing. So this is, we'll breathe in, we'll hold our vase as long as we can in your own time, and then when you're ready, you're going to breathe out through the nose like you're shooting an arrow, like so. So we breathe in, just breathe in, and we shoot our nose like a, and we shoot only 30% of the energy. So why 30%? Because we want to keep the pure energy. So later on in the exercise, there's something called Bumpa Chan, and another way of thinking about Bumpa Chan, it's the same as this, but we add a belly churn, and what this is, we can think of is like churning butter. So we're purifying our karmic wind. When we breathe in, it's just ordinary wind, and we want to create a pure wind. So we purify the wind through the churning of our bellies. But today is our first time for some people, so I want to make it easy. We're just going to breathe in through our vase, hold the breath as long as you could. So remember to lift the gate and create a little pressure ball, and then once you feel like you have to breathe out, just shoot it out your nose 30%. And don't push yourself if it's your first time. Just do it in your comfort level. You can maybe count to 7 and breathe out, or hold your breath. Okay, let's do this together. Inhale down to your vase, pull up the perineum or the lower gate. Hold your breath in that location, and when you're ready, breathe out through your nose. Breathe in again, back down to your vase, pull up and create the little pressure ball. I'm going to hold it a little longer, and then exhale through your nose. So you want to be in your 7-point Vairocana posture if you can. Breathing in, down, holding the vase, pulling up. Hold as long as you can if you want to. and then breathing out, exhaling through the nose like an arrow. Okay? So this is the breathing that we would do, the retention we do for each of the exercise. So now you know how to do this, and so now we can do the last exercise. So the last exercise contains, oh my goodness, it's a lot. But let me show you quickly, for those who have not seen this, how we would do this sitting down, okay? I'll do this quickly. So, and I breathe out at the end. So that's how it looks. So this is your first time, don't worry, we're not going to do it, we'll do it in steps. So the first one I would like you to do, so we're going to practice the breathing. We're going to be in the Vairocana posture if you can. And we're going to hold our breaths, and we're just going to clap our hands, rub, and we're going to do our face. Okay? And then let's do it, what's a good count? I wish I can hear you. We'll do it, let's say, I don't know, let's do it 7 times, okay? So we're going to inhale, remember to breathe into the vase, hold the breath, clap our hands to heat up our hands, and we're going to rub our face for 7 counts, and then go back and exhale through the nose, alright? So inhale. Okay, so I'll keep going. The next one is the top of our heads. So inhale. Next one is the back of our heads. Inhale. And then the back of our necks. And then our shoulders. And then the back of our, I call them kidneys, so that's your lower back, or the whole back if you can reach them, depending on your flexibility. Inhale. And then the next one, you can do the whole chest, but sometimes for women, maybe they want to do the top part first and then the bottom part second, depending on your body type. But I'm just going to go through the whole part. Inhale. Exhale. Hopefully your hands are warm now. You don't have to go like this, but it's okay, we can do it. And then after this, we're going to rub the sides. Inhale. Oops, I think I messed up. Anyways, it's okay. So technically after this, we go through our legs, so I went ahead. So after this one, we're going to do our legs. And how to do it, you extend. It depends if you're sitting, maybe you can just reach down all the way and back up. So all the way down and up. And usually when we do it the fast way, we do it 3 times. But we can do this all together, 7 times one way and then 7 times the other. Make sure Dr. Nita likes to have the bend just to get the extra benefit. So we can try this in one breath and see how you guys do, okay? Inhale. Did you guys get it in one breath? It's okay. And then now, after that, then we do this part, okay? So we already did that, we did this. So now let's do the arms, the same thing. The arms, see how I go up and then I go down. So you're covering all of your arms. And the same on this side. It's like trying to get into the camera here. Okay, so we'll do this also in one breath, 7-7, okay? Inhale. How's that? Everyone's good? Okay. Yeah, so you do as best as you can. So this is very, very forgiving exercise. It's adaptable. Anyone can do. So if you can't straighten your arms completely, it's just the practice of doing them. Like I could not get into this lotus the first time I tried. So the more I did the practice, and then suddenly, not suddenly, it's not one day I go, wow, it's a lotus. It took time. So the fact that you're moving, you're starting to open the channels, you're starting to open the blockages, and you may find like things start working. And that's my experience, my personal experience, is that the more I do these practices, I find out I have clarity in my mind. Is one of the best things that I love about this. And I think you start seeing things more, you start experiencing more of a freedom, more of a, it's just amazing. That's why I'm very happy to share this practice with you. Okay, so now we're going to try, I hope I'm not going too fast. For those of you who can't, who this is the first time, it's okay. If you can't hold your breath through the whole thing, just exhale out and go right in and make that pressure ball, okay? So if you can't hold, I don't want you to push yourself, because it's not good, especially for people who has high blood pressure, to hold the breath for too long if that's not what they're used to, okay? So we're going to inhale, hold the breath, and do the whole thing. I'll call up, or you can see the parts. Actually, yeah, it's better you see the parts, because then I can't practice with you. So I'm just going to review again. You're going to be in Vairocana posture. Breathe into your vase. Hold, pull up your anus to keep the pressure. As you're holding the breath, you have to hold the breath through the whole thing. You're going to warm your hands. You start with the face, the top of the head, the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders, the back, lower back, and then each leg you can go all the way down, bend as much as you can 3 times, and the other side 3 times, and then go back, and then top 3 times, the sides 3 times, and then the arms 3 times. So we're going to do this all together, okay? We can do this. And then remember, like that at the end, sometimes when we're done, like for example, if it's our last one, sometimes we can do something like this. I'll show you. Because that really shakes it out, and the ha and that mantra is like releasing all that's you kind of stirred up, all that guk, right? So actually we'll do it this way. So after the what was the last one? The arms will go and you can make that sound as loud as you want. I hope your neighbors don't mind. Okay, ready? So inhale. Are you still there? You survived? We're good? We're good? Yes, yes? Okay, so we usually do this 3 times. And so for those of you who want to, I'll show you that you can also do this standing up. So it's the same way. I hope I can just move this quickly up here. I have my cell phone in a cup. Okay, I hope this is good. So the same way we do the postures as we're standing up, when we're doing the legs, we go all the way down, all the way up, okay? We're bending down and up, down and up. Alright, are we ready for this? One breath? Like I said, if you can't do it in one breath, just exhale through your nose and breathe back in and lock it again, okay? Alright, so let's do it. Inhale. Just shake it up. Shake, shake, shake. Okay, let's do this one more time. Inhale. Oh, good. You want to do this one more time? 3 times to try it right. Inhale. Do you feel that you're more looser? I go back down again. Oh my god, my hair's a mess. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining me. This is my first Facebook Live, so I apologize for any, I don't know. I wish I could see you, then it's easier for me to gauge what people need. So I'll be here again tomorrow, same time, 9 a.m. In Toronto, Canada. I don't know where you guys are from, but thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow. And if you have any questions, you could post on the comments, and I can try to reply. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Bye.